Monster Hunter is possibly the biggest game series you've never played. The action RPG series, which sees you track and take down giant monsters, has sold over 40 million copies worldwide, but never really found the success in the West that it enjoyed in Japan. All that is set to change, however, with the release of Monster Hunter World, which is coming to Xbox One and PS4 early next year. If you're a fan of the series, then you're already looking forward to it, but if you aren't, here are 5 reasons you should care about Monster Hunter at last. Monster Hunter World marks the first time a Monster Hunter game hasn't been on a Nintendo console since 2009. The most popular games in the series came out on the PSP and 3DS, and while they were excellent games, the consoles lacked the technical clout that'll be provided by the Xbox One and PS4 for Monster Hunter World. The result of that extra power is that Monster Hunter World looks beautiful, with lush environments, incredible looking creatures, and a much larger open game world, with no loading screens between zones on the map. If you can bring yourself to smash up something this pretty, the world is destructible also. Trees can be knocked down with the side effect that monsters can get tangled in vines, leaving them open to attack, and you can create rock slides and flooding, which can also give you a tactical advantage, if you manage to hold on, that is. Without monsters, this game would just be called Hunter, and there's already a game called that. Looks fun. Anyway, monsters are integral to the Monster Hunter experience, which is why it's good news that the ones in Monster Hunter World look effing amazing. So far we've seen a wide range of dinosaur-inspired monsters for you to hunt, ranging from more docile creatures to large aggressive beasts. What's more, all these monsters can and will interact with each other, from smaller creatures swallowing each other to regurgitate later for their families, to larger creatures like this Rathalos swooping in to attack monsters it feels are encroaching on their territory. Big help, that. Of course, the other element of a Monster Hunter game is the hunting, and we're happy to report that the hunting in Monster Hunter World is looking fantastic. Your hunting is styled as a research expedition, with your Monster Hunter handler giving you a specific beast to track, and then it's up to you to hunt them down, searching their hunting grounds for footprints, scratches on trees, and telltale mucus. Sure, just carry that around with you. Once you've gathered enough material, a swarm of glowing insects called scout flies get the monster's scent and will lead you to your prey, a new feature for the series, but one that makes it more accessible to newcomers. Of course, just because you can find the monster doesn't mean you're going to have an easy time taking it down, or in other words, get ready to spend a lot of time getting to know what the inside of a monster's mouth looks like. While you're given the option to kill or capture the monsters that you're tracking, both goals will be much easier to achieve if you use the right equipment. For the majority of the demo we saw, our monster hunter was using a sword bigger than he was, which has got to be murder on the shoulders, but we also saw a decidedly modern-looking Gatling gun being pressed into service against new monster the Anjanath. In addition to that are tools such as this handy-looking ghillie cloak, which allows you to blend in with the foliage, and a grappling hook, which can be used both for combat as a kind of slingshot and for traversal, as well as allowing you to get the drop on monsters and ride them for area-specific damage. Defeating monsters also allows you to craft new gear based on the monster in question. I'm not sure I want to know what monster this sword came from. Finally, Monster Hunter World lets you do all of the above with 3 other players in 4-player co-op. Co-op is drop in, drop out, and if you're having trouble taking down a particular monster, you can send up a signal flare to call other players to your assistance. Monster Hunter World is also taking the world part of that title seriously, as a global simultaneous release and cross-region online play means that Japanese and Western players can play together for the first time in a Monster Hunter game, which is great because I sincerely doubt I'm going to be able to take this thing down on my own. Expect to see a lot of this from me, is what I'm saying. So that's Monster Hunter World coming to Xbox One and PS4 in early 2018, with a PC version to follow sometime after that. Are you a Monster Hunter newcomer excited to try it for the first time? An old hand who's wary of the changes? Let us know in the comments below and like and subscribe for more Monster Hunter from outside Xbox. Thanks for watching.